Hello, I'm Bruff Scott, welcoming you to the day that Lope de Lila, the chestnut filly, carries the Wathnan colours in the Irish Oaks at the Curragh. The Irish Oaks, one of Europe's youngest classics.
Really a remarkable day here.
Okay.
Hello everyone, and you're joining me on what is an absolutely typical great British sporting and raining occasion.
Like me, most of these classics have been going for ages. This one only started in 1915. I've been lucky enough to broadcast and write about top races all over the world, and the involvement with the Irish Oaks would have started in 1971 when the chestnut filly Altesse Royale, she had already won the English 1,000 guineas at Oaks. She held off the French filly Vincennes, close finish under Jeff Lewis. Altesse Royale was actually a fine, long striding chestnut, quite like at 50 years on, Lope de Lila herself. One of the things I find most fascinating about racing is how talent comes down through the families, and that's with humans as well as horses. On the horse side, Lope de Lila has an Irish Oaks winner 4 generations back in her chart. Helen Street won the Irish Oaks in 1985.
There she goes, and it is Helen Street the winner.
On the human side, Willie Mullins, himself the most successful trainer over jumps in Irish history and a big winner on the flat as well. He has his own classic pedigree because his father, Paddy Mullins, had an Irish Oaks triumph in 2003 at the age of 84 with the neatly named Vintage Tipple, ridden by the one and only Frankie Dettori. Lope de Lila was bought as a yearling at the Arcana Deauville sale in August 2022, and for Willie Mullins it was a plan that came together.
Yeah, we wanted to buy a nicely bred filly. She's a lovely page. We came across her at Arcana in Deauville, and she had the page. She looked a backward type and wasn't everyone's cup of tea, so she came with the right money for us. And we wanted to buy something like that and race her, and that's how we happened to have her. She was a big filly then, so she's catching up with herself really. She was that size as a 2-year-old, and that's why we weren't in any hurry with her.
Lope de Lila has only run twice in her career. 2 months ago she was very impressive in a maiden race at Leopardstown.
Lope de Lila who hits the front from Finchgale Lewis.
She was fantastic in Leopardstown. Really got going in Leopardstown over the last furlong, and Colin Keane was delighted with her. Got down into her stride and was only getting going at the winning post. So that's why we were very impressed with her. I was hoping she'd run well and maybe even win, but I thought she impressed me a lot. Yeah, the ground was quite firm in Leopardstown. I wondered about her coming home, but she came home, no soreness whatsoever. This filly, as you can see, loves looking out around, seeing what's going on, and she's quite settled. Very happy with her. Hopefully she'll run well Saturday and be a Group 1 filly. It's a big step up for her to come from maiden up to a classic. So if she finished in the first 4 or 5, that'd be a terrific run, and fingers crossed that she might go a bit better,
James Doyle will be riding this afternoon, and he's already had a gallop on Lope de Lila at the Curragh this week.
So I've been over to Ireland twice in the last couple of weeks to get to know the filly. The first time I sat on her was at the Curragh itself. We went the full 1.5 mile distance, so the full Derby and Oaks trip at the Curragh. It was more of an exercise just to get her to know the track and experience the hustle and bustle of a busy race day. And she took all the prelims very well. She was nice and relaxed, and it wasn't a kind of an experience to kind of test her ability. It was just more to gain valuable experience, but we were very happy with her on the day. She had a really good lead horse in Vauban, who's a very good stayer of Willie Mullins's. He's rated, I think, 114. So the fact that she could work nicely with him and they finished out really nicely together is very positive. So yeah, all the signs are great. So this is the first time she's running over the 1.5 mile distance, but all the signs from her pedigree and the way she won at Leopardstown are all very positive. So yeah, we're hugely excited to be taking part in this race, and fingers crossed we can get on the score sheet. It'll be lovely. My first look at Loup de Lillas as a physical, she's a huge, imposing filly. She must stand at a fair height for a filly. She has huge, big ears, which is always a big positive. I know a lot of the bloodstock agents really look for horses with big ears. It's a sign of real honesty, and she certainly has them. So yeah, she's a big, strong, powerful filly that should just keep improving, hopefully.
3-year-old fillies are amongst the fleetest and most beautiful creatures ever cross the earth. And the Curragh Plain is one of the finest and most ancient of settings. The Romans raced chariots here in the 3rd century, and the first real race meeting was held almost 300 years ago. So this afternoon, Loup de Lillas and her rivals will be running for their own place in racing history.